Welcome back. How about we get a full look at weather with our chief meteorologist, Dan Cianca. Dan, it's been quite a pleasant weekend, a good time to get outdoors and explore some of the holiday festivities we've been having.
You know, it was great. My wife and I yesterday, we decided to go check out Candy Cane Lane in Pacific Grove, but apparently it's not lit yet. So there were a lot of people there, and it was pitch black. It was kind of odd, but we did some research. It turns out they light everything up on the 9th. And
just a few days away.
So it's still a few days away, probably for next weekend, I guess. So make that plan. We also went to the wharf yesterday in Monterey.
Ooh.
Met Santa. Our child managed to not scream for a good 5 seconds on Santa's lap. So we made it. We got some pictures. Didn't look too pleased in them, but that's what Photoshop's for. How did I get so small all of a sudden? Can you make me bigger, taller? Okay, maybe that's big. Okay, perfect. You guys rock. Thank you. Isaiah in the back room. Everyone, a round of applause. Thank you very much. Then tonight, of course, we had the lighted boat parade in Monterey, and you can see some of the leftover lights, I think, from some of the boats out there. I did see some pictures from that. It looked really pretty. We were watching it live in our 5 o'clock newscast from the Domenico's on the Wharf camera earlier today. Now, we do have some beach hazards over the next couple of days. There is a sneaker wave threat tomorrow. It's a long period. Northwest swell is going to start coming in, and that increases the sneaker wave threat. So we're talking about waves that just kind of come in a lot farther, a lot higher, I should say, than anything you've been seeing there. You could get to the beach, put down your picnic basket, put your umbrella in the sand, put the blanket down, just be relaxing and listening to the radio. And then all of a sudden, 20 minutes later, a wave comes way up on the beach you didn't expect. This is the stuff that catches people off guard. And then you get knocked into the water and get pulled out, and it's not a good situation. Last time we had a sneaker wave threat just up the coast in the Half Moon Bay. A couple people did lose their lives, so not a good situation, and it's just something to keep in mind here tomorrow, especially late in the day with this potential. So just give the ocean some space, stay back from the water if you can, and I know it's enticing. It's December, and you want to get right into the water, but just be careful out there and don't turn your back to it. Future track is showing a lot of high-level moisture out there tonight. There's just a weak system that the ridge is kind of messing with, so we're not going to get any precipitation, but the building ridge will mean warmer temperatures for us tomorrow and on Tuesday, but that isn't going to last because the ridge is going to keep moving off across the Rockies, and that will let one weather system in around midweek. So we're talking about Wednesday, it looks like midday, lunchtime, perhaps into the school pickup time, perhaps into the evening commute, a weather system passes by. Now, what that's going to look like right now looks like some light precipitation. The farther north you live, maybe the closer to the coast, the better your chances. So southern Monterey County, you may stay completely dry. Santa Cruz Mountains, you have the highest chance of seeing some rain from this. In fact, it's looking likely. So we're likely to see some rain, at least in Santa Cruz County on Wednesday. The farther south, again, you go, lower your chances. But we'll watch that for you. I don't expect it to be heavy, mostly just another system bringing some light, beneficial precipitation to the area. Then another ridge builds in behind it, and we're talking about offshore flow, dry conditions, which is going to mean cold mornings, but warm days as we head into next week. So maybe if you want to check out Candy Cane Lane or one of the other amazing holiday displays here around the Central Coast. Next weekend should be a good weekend for that. Right now, weather looking good for that. Future track is showing some fake radar echoes overnight. It is picking up on that mid-level moisture coming through. I do not expect any precipitation. I do expect mostly cloudy skies, and that is going to keep our low temperatures mild for this time of year. Then as we head through the day tomorrow, this is 6 a.m., you'll see a general decrease in clouds. They thin out, and we see sunshine for much of the rest of the day. And in fact, should be a pretty warm day. Highs should be above normal for this time of year. They were actually above. Today kind of felt cool to me. It felt a little cool, but we had highs that were above normal for the most part. Santa Cruz was seasonable. Salinas and Monterey were a little warm for this time of year. And inland valleys were a little warm for this time of year. So tomorrow will be even warmer, and Tuesday will be warmer than that. So if you like December warmth, we got some for you over the next couple of days, and then another shot of it next weekend. Here are those temperatures. This is my forecast for you tomorrow. 68 Scotts Valley, Santa Cruz, it's right there as well. Mid-60s Boulder Creek, even up to the Dune, you're in the 60s tomorrow. 62 for you. On the east shore of the bay, keeping you in the 60s. Matter of fact, we'll get close to 70 in Watsonville, Salinas, Gilroy tomorrow, all coming in at 69 degrees. Over to the Monterey Peninsula, expecting highs to be in the mid-60s there across the peninsula, even Pacific Grove, 64 tomorrow. I was looking at water temperatures. We did get a little wind last week. We're still like 58 degrees in the bay, which is really warm for this time of year. Down south, we do actually have a couple spots hitting 70. Soledad, Greenfield, Big Sur, that's the village area. at 70 tomorrow, although if you're kind of in the tree areas, it might be not quite as warm. Looking at that 7-day forecast, we're going to jump up 4 more degrees Tuesday and then cloud up on Wednesday with chances for some rain. Beyond that, next week, temperatures still, or not next week, but after the Wednesday system, winds go offshore, which means our low, we're going to dry out, so our lows will get colder, but our afternoons will be warmer, and we'll be right back in there on Sunday with highs close to what we're going to get on Tuesday, which is, almost 10 degrees above normal. Inland areas, again, we're watching that rain chance on Wednesday. I don't think it's going to be a big deal for you inland, maybe just enough to wet the roads in the north. After that, the whole 7-day forecast with highs above normal for this time of year. Austin.
Great. Thank you so much, Dan.